1. Setup, system plus environment, and the reduced density matrix. Start with a system that can be in one of two distinct pointer states, which we will call state S0 and state S1. These are the two alternatives the system may eventually be found in. The environment begins in some initial state, which we will call environment state E0, the initial product state. The joint system environment state initially is C0 times system state S0 plus C1 times system state S1, all of it along with the environment still in its initial state E0. In other words, we start with a system that can be in one of two pointer states, which we call S0 and S1. The numbers C0 and C1 are complex amplitudes that tell us how much the system is in each of those two states. The environment begins in a definite state, which we call environment state E0, because the system and the environment have not interacted yet. Their combined state is simply the product of these two parts, the system's superposition and the environment's initial state. Under unitary evolution, that correlates system states with environment states. The joint system environment state at time t is C0 times the system in pointer state S0 paired with the environment in environment state E0 at time t plus CC1 times the system in pointer state S1 paired with the environment in environment state E1 at time t. In plain language interpretation, after some time has passed, the system and the environment have interacted. Because of this interaction, the system is no longer independent of the environment. They are now entangled. The system still has the possibility of being in pointer state S0 or pointer state S1, just as before. However, now each of those alternatives is tied to a different state of the environment. If the system is in pointer state S0, then the environment has evolved into environment state E0 at time t. If the system is in pointer state S1, then the environment has evolved into environment state E1 at time t, which is in general a different state. The coefficients C0 and C1 remain as the complex amplitudes that assign the relative weight of each branch.